struggle back to my feet. Why is this happening?
2 more gigantic creatures emerge from their craters. Their eyes and mouths drip with molten fury. Molten kinda angry. Molten a little pissed off at you.
Oh no.
Morin, from inside, reemerges holding a tiny bucket.
Morin, go back inside!
Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger bucket. Okay, new plan. I'll support. You do the thing.
Okay, great. All right. I get back up to my feet and dust myself off.
Horvin spins both of his swords, placing them in the ground. You feel your body reinforced, your power growing. You crackle with green electric energy.
Wow, this feels amazing to be on the receiving end of. Okay.
Need to focus.
All right, focusing.
I need to focus. Do whatever you want.
All right, fine. Thanks for the boosty.
The fuck is a boosty?
Who are the creatures focusing on?
They sort of seem bewildered, all their heads pointing in different directions.
Okay, I run up to Horvin. This is a boosty! And I jump off him again.
Why would you do that?
I leap towards this creature once more. The hand of moss and stone cracks into existence behind me, fully reeled back for a heavy swing. As I barrel towards the creature, I send the hand barreling forward with the intent of punching straight through it to grip the light I know glimmers inside.
You punch it straight through the creature, grabbing at its inner flamey bit.
I hang off of its I'm not a rock climber. I don't know these terms.
Ash realizes slamming into it head first.
I slam into the creature hanging off of one of its screaming heads.
You ride its collapsing remains to the ground. It dispersing into a positively murderous pile of gravel.
Ugh. Again with the murderous rocks. The hand of moss and stone opens, and I glance at its palm to see if anything remains there.
At the center of the hand rests a tiny wriggling wisp.
Okay.
As Horvin's brow furrows further, the energy around him grows. The wisp wriggles with renewed fervor as exposed to Horvin's field, whatever that is.
Horvin, it's reacting to whatever you're doing.
Really?
Yes, I using the hand of moss and stone, I present the wisp to Horvin. See?
Not important right now. Fire everywhere.
All right, fine. You take care of this. The hand of moss and stone vanishes, and the wisp wriggles around Horvin.
One of Horvin's eyes darts open for a second. He grabs the wisp and jams it in his pocket. Deal with it later.
I take a second to catch my breath and steady my mind, and then sprint towards this creature, keeping my eyes focused in case it counterattacks.
You charge forward, your new power bustling. However, leaving my effective range. Crap!
Oh, jeez!
Men, help me out here! They drag Horvin, his 2 swords still on the ground across the cobblestone. The 2 swords make a loud, awkward scraping noise as he approaches behind you.
I dodge around the creature's many blows as they drag Horvin around.
Son of a bitch!
All right, fine, thanks, here we go. Once more, hand of moss and stone shudders into existence, lurches forward, gripping a handful of the faces, and I dive out of the way as it shears them off, and I say, "You guys might want to duck!" As a gout of flame erupts from within it.
You hear a crack suddenly, and the creature gutters to non-existence. Morin whistles.
Can't
okay,
whistle.
yeah, go on.
Nice job, Morin. Very nice job. Good job, Horvin. I stagger.
Oh, is it over already?
I hope. I really, really hope.
Well, Still more city, still more saving. Need happen. Go now. Horriven's
Oh, God.
veins bulge in Horriven's forehead.
Wait, Horriven.
This
okay.
is just a little shocking, actually. Morin stares up at Horriven. First time I've seen an actual paladin in the flesh.
What? I'm sitting down. What?
Paladin? Guy who
A paladin? An alcoholic who wastes everybody's time?
Man, I realized you had race issues, but class issues too, Ash? Really?
I bad experience with paladins. I'm rubbing my head. I'm rubbing my head, struggling to focus.
Really? I didn't realize she was a racist.
I am not a racist.
She's really not. I'm making a joke.
All right, what do you mean by paladin? This understands not the time, but later. That's I guess what I wanted to talk to you about. What the fuck is happening? I motioned to all the fire.
One of the guards raises his hand. Everything's on fire?
What he said.
I noticed, but why? What? Who would do this? What would do this?
City under attack, spirit folk type things. Not sure who, not sure where, not sure where they're going. I have a few guesses.
Okay, shit. All right.
Come with me. Need your power?
Yes. I need a breather. I have some people in the city that are probably going to, if I know them, they're either going to be on fire or starting more fires.
Rude.
But they'll be
Accurate.
they'll be helping. I can leave them to their own devices, probably. Hopefully.
So, I think the militia's supposed to gather in the dust district in times like, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but
no, this is
kind of from
this
here.
is helpful.
But,
this is helpful. Would this be information that champions of clans would have?
Horriven shakes his head. No time. Have to protect the people. No time to lead them. You, militia, up. Wait. Where are you going? Place likely to be. We need to go. You can have a breather. Need to stay.
No,
Horriven continues to shuffle around hyperactively.
It's fine. I struggle to my feet and trip a bit, but stand up. Okay. No, it's fine. What? I guess fill me in as we go. Morin, are you coming? Staying? Is your shop on fire? I glance over
Normal
to his
humans,
shop.
not enough for this. Need to go.
But
Horriven
he's
takes
got
a few
gun?
steps forward.
Would a gun help?
Horriven turns. The fuck is a gun?
I don't know really. It kills people. It's really good at killing people.
Neat. Normal humans, not important right now. Let's go.
All right, fine. Morin, I'll catch up later. It was pleasant. Thank you for the alcohol and the metaphors.
Morin, as he is wont to do, scratches his head and watches Ash and Horriven leave. I guess we'll go meet up with the militia guy. I got a lot of blood to clean out of my shop. Ash and Horriven charge up the back path to the rise. Up the path of tetanus, as Marcus called it.
As we're running, I shout at Horriven. Can you maybe explain a little more of what's going on rather than shouting in like single word sentences? I'd really appreciate that.
There are spirit folk everywhere. Lots is on fire. We need to stop it.
Right, but why are we going to where we're going? What makes you think that's where they would be?
I have a likely spot that a spirit folk attacker might go.
Okay, and why is the spirit folk attacking? I mean, granted, we...
Horriven skids to a halt. Hold on a second, I just realized something. He places a hand on each of your shoulders.
I'd shrug his hands off.
I can likely handle this issue alone. I assumed you'd want to come along. However, you might be finding out a little too much about Jinkala. Are you prepared for that?
You get really real really quick. Yes, I am. That's kind of a continuing trend recently. I think it would be in my benefit if I learned some things about Jinkala.
Onward then!
Oh,
Horriven takes
my ears!
All that.
Meanwhile, in the bowels of the rise, in the unscrupulous bar, the Toothy Mole, the stranger sits, legs up on a table, relaxing, indulging in the local beverage. It pours the liquid over its film-like face. the substance pooling and dripping over the corners of its mouth. It lets out a very satisfied noise. This kir is delicious. Behind it stands a woman who appraises the entire situation, the devastation, the fire, the smoke, the death with a clouded expression. She speaks despite the frankly terrifying amount of smoke in the room. It's called beer. I don't know what kir is, but it sounds dangerous. The entity slams the mug down on the table and sits up. Regardless of exactly what we're talking about here, this substance is simply spectacular. Have you considered perhaps moving on? This isn't the best location to stop and enjoy a drink. Oh, don't tell me to move on quite yet. I have time to find the spirit folk. I left enough guardians. Humans can't quite handle the guardians created by the gods I carry. It shrugs and returns to its drink. Fury sighs. And I do suppose that most people wouldn't be insane enough to run into a burning building. Yes, I assume they aren't fire resistant, are they? Oh, simply pathetic. It lets out an ugly chuckle and continues to drink. Regardless, this mess is going to take an incredibly long period of time to clean up. You have to understand this from my perspective as well, you see? I was sent here to just observe, and you're making my job quite a little bit more difficult. In fact, the Jin Collins might never forget this. Really? That's why? Why is that? Humans have a concept of permanence when it comes to death. They're not quite like spirit folk or otherwise. It tends to stick for them. The creature notices the corpse immediately to its left that is partially slumped over the table. It clears its throat and very lightly shoves it backwards so it falls out of sight. Oh. And here I thought I'd picked up all the intricacies of this land through my few conversations. Yes, well, maybe kill a few more people, please. That would be very nice for me. The creature jumps up, mug of ale in one hand, and places Fury in a headlock. It begins to give her a very pointy-fingered noogie. You understand I'm going to crawl my way to the very top of this place. The anthill they've crafted is ultimately insignificant, and the warriors who guard it are even less significant. All that matters is us, this place, and what we're going to accomplish at the end of the day. If I didn't know better, I'd say that voice you took is rubbing off on you. Maybe. The creature with a smile takes a few steps away. Fury reaches into her pocket and pulls out a sheet of paper and clears her throat. Country of the spurned, blessed by the sight of ire, lost without its shepherds. She remains silent. All that can be heard is the crackling of fire for a split second, and a distant, Do you hear that? Is somebody coming in here? A man sprints into the room at full velocity. Your syllable count is way off! Excuse me, who might you be? Athos Colvin John! A pleasure to make your acquaintance! How did he burning guardians? Liquor license! Colvin holds up his fist. The being stares at Fury, blinks slowly, stares back at Colvin. What did you say your name was again? That name might be okay. Colvin points. I'm Athos Colvin John, sorcerer, former sorcerer, restaurant owner of the Punch Dome. Don't you ever forget it. I see. I see. You stole my... Colvin clenches his fist. Something flares to life behind him. The creature's arms hang low, begin to swing like pendulums. I'll beat you to death, but not fatally. It turns around and smiles at Fury. She shakes her head slowly.